Here we go. We have Jack and Stizzy versus Charlie B and Nowasaki here in the upper bracket of the EU Cash Cup. It is a 2v2 tournament similar to those Cash Cups that happen in Fortnite. I was watching a Rizzo stream yesterday, and he said, if Rocket League becomes more like Fortnite, then he'll start playing again. Hey, don't come after me. Rizzo's words. Might not have been exactly word for word the same as that, but anyways, we got Mr. Jack and Stizzy against Nowasaki, Charlie B. A strong 2v2 duo. It is a one big double elimination bracket, so these guys are in winner semis, trying to push themselves all the way to the big money prize. I think there's around 2,000-ish for the first place team on the line. And we're going to be doing the North American version of this tournament later today as well. Nowasaki trying to pop off at the start here. We were expecting Jack and Stizzy to have to play their fellow teammate Jorias in the upper bracket yesterday, but they actually got surprise upsets by a French squad. Has that ever happened before? Seems like that's all that ever happens. They are still in it in the lower bracket. Maybe they're destined for a match against each other back in the grand finals, but that has yet to be seen. Stizzy was going absolutely crazy in his games yesterday. You could say he's going nutty based on the way chat has been talking today. This shot is a great dribble to get past one, but really Charlie B needs to be able to handle that a little bit better. I don't think that necessarily needed to be a scoring opportunity. He wanted a soft clear, maybe because he was trying to get back to it himself, but doesn't seem to really succeed in doing that. Instead, offers a freebie to Mr. Jack, and Dig will go up 1-0. Nowasaki does a great job of floating behind the ball. They are completely starved out. They have 0 boost on the orange team. If you look at the top of the overlay, I know a lot of people haven't noticed, it has, for 2v2s, the boost amount of the entire team. Normally, we use this overlay just for 1v1s, so it's the player, the single player on the team and their amount of boost. But it will show the full team's boost collectively whenever there's more people on the field. And literally, I think it's the first time I've seen a full team be at 0 for as long as they just were. But they did survive, and in fact, now they're on offense. Nice fake from Mr. Nowasaki. Stizzy's not going to be easy to get past, though. And he does not succeed in pinning it on the backboard to get it around him. I don't see this boost overlay you're talking about. I did hide it. This is a great pass from Nowasaki. But that's because I wanted a very minimalist overlay. Nowasaki sidewall double to get this out to midfield. But you'll notice it. It's at the very top of the screen. Where are all the S tier pros in this tournament? Question. Are players who have won the most recent EU regional not S tier? Maybe I'm old school, but I feel like players who have won their LCS in the toughest region most recently should be considered S tier. I don't know. Maybe that's just me. Jack trying to go the distance. Charlie B gets enough on it. Where's the rest? I told him not to play. Charlie B gonna be the second to score here for a squad. Nice play from Nowasaki again. Nowasaki had a great setup last time. Mr. CB is getting the finishes, though, making sure he's around to capitalize on his teammates' good plays. Overlay shouldn't be grands. Good call. Good call. That's from yesterday. This is winners semis. Winners semis. Jack. So quick back out to that ball for the shot. They're playing from behind. That one chatter is going to be especially upset if his S tier players happen to lose. Stizzy with control. Jack upfield. Gonna go for a bump instead of trying to go for the pass. It does get saved. Can anybody get back to get under it? Jack does, but not enough to get to the side wall. Game number 1. Gonna go to the English squad. Charlie B and Noasaki of Caliente take game number 1. That's just really smart advertising for us. Let's pick some more words that other streamers frequently say and associate it with ourselves. Stizzy quickly putting his squad. Oh, look at that half flip out of the pre-jump to get back to the ball. You said at Feer Rizzo, you just want the word Rizzo to be something that associates with our stream. That feels a little bit too targeted. Or is Rizzo just being said in every stream you see on Twitch? Jack taking on the Diaz challenge. Gonna get it cut off before he reaches the box on the orange side. Stizzy sacrifices his life to pop this one up in the air. That is not the best play from Jack, but Stizzy has respawned and is covering net, so it isn't the easiest of shots. Charlie B back down to Noasaki. Look at this passing play. These guys have been cooking when they have gotten some offense. This time Noasaki lobs it up to Charlie, back down to Saki, and straight into the nets. Charlie beat 50. Noasaki goes with a huge chip to try and create some offense. Maybe could have put it on target and made something out of it, but maybe didn't have a read quick enough. Stizzy almost dunked Noasaki for an open opportunity. Stizzy reset over 1. Can he dunk the last? No. Charlie B passed to himself. A great crossbar ping, but Noasaki not around. The way they've been scoring so far is off of Noasaki's setups. This time, Charlie having to go solo. Able to find his way through. Stizzy, is he going to leave it? He is going to leave it for Jack. Jack passed to himself off the ceiling. That reset. Oh, it's in! It felt like the last defender had the chance to sit there and wait and get a read from a shot that was decently far away from the net, but Jack getting just the right amount of movements, extra bit of pace, and not enough time to react. I did not watch the supercut of the shoeies, but I did already go back and basically watch the whole Shui saga. I jumped through and watched all the Shuis on the VOD the night of. So I did not go back and watch the compilation, but I think I'd already seen them all. Jack creeping up off Stizzy's clear, expecting to be able to make something happen, but maybe had he played just slightly farther back, wouldn't have been a free net for the English squad. Stizzy trying to make something happen with limited boost. Dies and leaves Jack up here on offense alone. Jack quickly losing to 50, so instead we'll pass it back to Stizzy. Actually, great win from him, but Nowasaki quicker to the ball. Stizzy is Spanish, so he's the only non-English player here in the lobby. Jack failing to pass to himself off the back wall, or the sidewall, I should say. But a vibe for possession back and forth. Jack's trying to seek a bump on the back wall and actually was able to get Charlie to miss, but Nowasaki there to make the save. And we will stay knotted 2-2. Could be a huge game win for Caliente, by the way. I didn't put their team names on. I guess I could. And you guys could just figure out who's playing. Feels like their names works better. Charlie B is staring at a wide open net. It is going to be 3-2 for Caliente. All in attack from Dignitas is going to leave a free walk-in available. The defense from Caliente has Dig frustrated. They've just been more consistent at not allowing easy opportunities. Jack off the back wall. Needs to clutch up. Stizzy trying to go for a bump at first. Oh, Jack did fall ahead of it, but they end up pinching the ball together to send it high. Long shot. It's going to hit crossbar. 7 seconds left to go. Jack fake. Trying to pull it down into a dribble. This is a Stizzy fake now. Can he get boost enough to be relevant in this final play? The boost spawned too late, so now he's got 0, and I think that's what mattered the most. If he had 100, one more chance for them, but he didn't. So it'll hit the ground, and Charlie B and Nowasaki go up 2-0. Game number 3. A used trumpet. Thank you for the 4 months prime. Dignitas haven't looked terrible, but the edge has certainly been in Caliente's favor. Jack gonna grab a demo and put himself up 1-0. Actually, no, never mind. That wasn't even Jack. I knew there was a demo now around near this play, but it's actually Stizzy getting demoed, and they're falling a little bit too in love with taking him off the map. Stizzy, oh my goodness, Stizzy is going to give a pass to Charlie B across his nets. Nowasaki and Jack 50, and Stizzy feels like he has no choice but to try and maybe overpass it. See if he can get it there before Charlie B's there, but instead he just puts it right into his hands. And he will get the goal, obviously in retrospect, maybe try and slow play it, but he feels like he can't do that because he has Nowasaki right behind him. Jack. Cheeky dash to take the ball away from the play. Stizzy over to the sidewall. Gets dunked. Can Jack make some magic happen? Yesterday, Stizzy was just on fire. Creating solo goals, it felt like, at will. Anytime he was on the ball, he was finding a way to score. We haven't really seen that from him today. Maybe that's the difference between what they were looking like yesterday, because I don't think they dropped a game in the match we watched. Stizzy to the sidewall. That boost not going to spawn for him because you have to try and make something happen on 19. Now, they did not expect him to have such little boost. They decided not to challenge at all. Charlie, interception. Oh, gets both 50s. Takes it off the top of Jack. Does not allow Stizzy to follow up. Stizzy grabbing a demo. Good opportunity now, potentially. Everyone getting bumped around. Dig. Cannot finish it. Jack misses. Not sure how easy the angle was. Hard to tell from the POV we had, but it'll stay 1-1. Osaki cutting this one infield as he tries to back pass Jack. Low 50, that seems potentially available, and it is. Stizzy will put it top left and make it 2-1. Jack losing control of the ball as he goes for multiple resets. Charlie B is going to get a great opportunity every time Dig gets a lead. It feels like it does not last very long. This time, Nowasaki looking at a wide open net. 130 stream streak from Buck Fitty. We're going to have a lot of 100 stream streakers who will get VIP right away once they get resets. Reminder that they can be resets. You can contribute towards that. Try to be dodging the bump attempts and making the save. Jack elected to wait for this one as it falls to the ground. Stizzy, clean half flip. Trying to win this 50 against Nowasaki, but cannot seem to do it. He will recover to make the save. But credit to Nowasaki for just imposing his will there. Nowasaki pinch out. Jack gets the beat. Did he put it on target? Oh, he did force Nowasaki up. It gets registered as a shot, but it was never quite in. Stizzy wanted the fake there. Felt like that was the only way to get through, but Caliente able to recover in time. 2-2 in what could be a sweep. If Caliente find themselves looking at an open net again, that's how they've been able to break through in these previous games that felt like they were close. The defensive rotations from Dig, not as safe as they maybe need to be, as Dizzy collects this to the side wall. And now attempting to start a dribble. Nowasaki challenges right away. Dizzy in the corner, gets it around. Charlie gets bumped. Little wall dash. Jack gets a demo. Going to go for another demo as well. So Stizzy's looking at a somewhat open net. Nowasaki can't get the save. Credit to Jack. Nowasaki had a decent chance here, though, as he tries to avoid the demo. He's still right in the right spot, but Stizzy also made sure to protect the ball all the way in. I think even if there was a touch. Stizzy at 0 seconds. Is he going to add one more? Oh my goodness. If it wasn't 0 seconds, it would have been one more. But Dig are not getting swept. They'll take game number 3. One thing I've noticed is that if you have 7 TV on and you it tries to get around spam filters by adding a character to your message, so it can be dangerous because those do not register as part of the streak. Game number 4. Jack and Stizzy versus Charlie B and Nowasaki. Charlie B just barely able to pick up that corner boost and maneuver such that he does not get demoed. Jack with a big dump. Sorry, not a big dump. A big dunk and a drop off. Don't know how we got the dump, but just combined 2 sentences, I think. Anyways, Jack with a big dump. Very impressive. Stizzy, massive clear. Getting bumped by Charlie B. Jack will dunk it into the corner. Not the best first touch from Charlie B, but actually lines him up pretty well for the 50. Jack slowing down this shot. What a great play from Jack. As he flies towards this ball, a direct shot is probably going to be easily read and saved by Charlie B. So instead, a first touch reset, and then the shot is the perfect recipe to make it hard to read and keep Charlie B from finding a way to get there. Nowasaki trying to shoot while Charlie chases down Dig. Now it's the opposite way. Jack chases him out of net. Nowasaki with a recovery save. Charlie B is going to pop it back up to Nowasaki. Let him go to work. But the recoveries are definitely going to be there in time. Nowasaki, nice pop. Over one. Charlie B going to tap this one to net. Jack, interesting save. They are not out of the woods yet, but now they will be. Jack, nice dunk. I don't think Nowasaki was expecting him to get absolutely nothing. (2-0) lead here in game number 4 as Jack and Stizzy try to force game number 5. Stizzy just ripping a boom to the back wall and trying to camp out midfield waiting for the 100, but it's not going to spawn. And he decided he couldn't wait long enough. His teammate does pick it up, though. Stizzy, catch and flick. Is anybody streaming the Mina 1v1? You said the Mina 1v1 started. Are any of the top 1v1 guys streaming it? It'll be just them clowning on diamonds, but it could be interesting in between breaks and whatnot. Dig are back alive, 3-0. They've cleaned up the defense. They are not allowing free opportunities, and it seems like it's Caliente now, who feel desperate to find a way to score. Nupo is streaming. He's probably hitting quad resets on a lonely diamond as they look up. Caliente going to be on the board. Not out of this game just yet with a minute 3 left to go. But certainly seems like we're headed to game 5. 2v2 tourney is here to break up the marble games. (4-1). Quick kickoff play. Nowasaki maybe not expecting Charlie B to lose it as heavy as he did, and then he just slams it into the wall to pass to Stizzy. Nupo's actually playing versus Taruk? You're telling me it just started and he's already matched up against Taruk? Did like 10 people sign up? How could the seeding possibly do that? Stizzy. Pinch clear, sending it away. Every second off the clock. All but guarantees that Digger sending it to 5. What up, Dame? First time chat, WTF is DSC 1439. Ugh, if only we knew, man. If only we'd listen, there's nothing we'd love more than to tell you. Okay? Game 5. Dig. We're looking like they were in trouble here against Caliente. For the first couple games, they were really the only ones making big mistakes, giving easy opportunities. That story has changed now as the series has gone the distance. Can Caliente get it back going? The toughest game for them was game 4. So signs are pointing again. Oh, wait. I thought we were watching Jack. Never mind. For some reason, I thought we were on Jack POV. I don't know why I thought Jack would own gold this terribly hard. But that was not, it was not an own gold. That was just Charlie B scoring. I knew Jack was rotating back. And you could see he was close to the play in my defense. I don't know why I thought we were Jack POV. But it looked like he just slammed the most egregious own goal while Stizzy was trying to save it. I'm just tweaking. It's true. First goal gonna go to Caliente. Jack trying to pass to himself off the corner. It's gonna work. It is such a high pass. He's basically just praying that this is a tough enough read, and Charlie B is not able to make it happen. So hard to get to the right spot when you have to deal with that corner, not only with the bounce, but also as it tries to eat your momentum on your way up. Caliente not able to do it. They're staring at an open net now, though. Stizzy able to make the recovery just in time. Nowasaki passing to himself off the ceiling. It's all very impressive, but it all leads to not much of a shot. Oh my goodness, the fake. Oh, he's just gonna fake his way all the way into the nets. Nowasaki gets Jack to miss. Stizzy was not expecting that. And he'll just bounce it in. Charlie B carried to the back wall. Jack pass one, gets the bump, might still get the 50. Ooh, Jack tap passed. Make it 2-2. It didn't feel like a real scoring opportunity, but Jack able to find the angle. Nowasaki expecting a much stronger shot, sometimes putting very little pace on it, and soft touching it will actually get around the defender. Stizzy. Air dribble towards the net, denied. Stizzy and Jack both very low. Going to be forced back onto defense as they reset here. Jack carrying down to Stizzy. Nice interception. Nowasaki, can he get back to this one? He does. A crucial play in order to let Dig not break them down. Stizzy against Charlie B. 1v1. Shot soft enough. Charlie B has the save. Stizzy gonna cut infield. Thought maybe he'd go for the pass there with Jack conveniently on the other side of the field, but instead goes ISO and creates an opportunity. Both players on Caliente kind of just diving around. Stizzy with a big miss. I cannot imagine that was an intentional fake. There is nothing to gain from not shooting there. Jack wants a bump. If he had gotten it, probably a goal for his team. Nice speed from Caliente. Jack is really confident that he has nobody to deal with. Takes his sweet time as he swings around, gets a reset past one. Should be an easy touch. Charlie B dangerously tried to save into his own control earlier in this series, and it ended up him getting scored on. Sometimes just hitting that ball away probably is better. And right now, they're stuck in defense either way. Stizzy, pinch up high. Keeping this inside the orange third. Stizzy and Jack in the same spot. Might have a tough time now. This is looking like a potential open net. Charlie B actually, with no boost left, trying to get some sort of pre-flip to shoot, I think, and ended up tapping the ball backwards. Jack, awkward recovery. Makes the best out of it by just jumping off the wall. Jack, wave dash. Trying to make something happen here with 15 seconds left to go. Are we going to go to game 5 overtime? Stizzy to the back wall. Charlie B first there. OT game 5. Everything you could have ever asked for. Dig versus Caliente. Jack falling off the ceiling to try and stop Charlie B from going high. He'll go to the ground instead as he passes over to Nowasaki. That is not the best clear. Stizzy has to make up for it. Jack makes a goal line save. And Stizzy's there to clean it up before Nowasaki has the finish. Jack, clear this one out. Pick up the midfield 100. Charlie B has really been trying to slow the game down and control dribbles on top of his car. Nice speed this time, though, when he needed to. Jack, comfortable. Not rushing the play when it comes to getting this clear, but Charlie B in control. Again, slowing the play down into his dribble. Stizzy dunk. Double is out. Fortunate bounces for Dig. And unlucky for Caliente. Charlie B going to lob this one up. Jack, soft touch. Is it a good enough clear? It is just enough. Stizzy will get back. Dig forced back on defense. Jack in a 1v1 situation. This is a nightmare if you're Charlie B. But Jack does flick early, allowing an easier read. Stizzy soft touch. Wanted the wave dash land and get back to the ball. That's why you see Charlie B stopping in order to prevent him from doing so. Charlie B dodging one. Stizzy will 50 and send it high. Dizzy pass to himself off the ceiling. Nothing left to make of it, though. But they just passed it to Jack. Charlie B, huge dunk. Jack felt like it was a pass and did not think defense at all. When you take those shots, you can kind of decide how much you want to care about, you know, the follow-up. What happens if your shot does get saved? I feel like Jack went all in and almost got punished for it as Charlie B's big clear was on target. Nowasaki lobbing this up into a good spot. Jack with just enough boost against Demo. Charlie B will shoot an open net. And it'll be Caliente who will go through uppers. A nice Demo to finish. If Jack had any boost left over, he probably gets the save before dying. But as it stands, he is off the map. And Caliente will advance. Huge payouts, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, 10%. Huge payout for the Caliente believers.